Here we have a 2014 on a 64 registration. Volvo B11R Plaxton Elite I, 46 seat, PSVAR compliant, VIP corporate spec executive coach. That was a mouthful. So we are in Cardiff at Adventure Coach Lines, looking at what was the Swansea City team coach. Now it's been sort of dropped onto the likes of Merthyr Town and other such lower league teams, and that's what it's ideal for at this age, to be honest. I mean, it's just turned 10, hasn't it? You know, so let's sort of work our way around it because it's a bit of a beast. So straight away we've got power operated lockers with a humongous amount of luggage. Right, have a look. And I like how it's all separated, so stuff like this ideal for cruise link transfers, that sort of thing. You can sort all the luggage out for multi-drops. Brilliant, but masses of luggage space. Alloy wheels are fitted. We've got lots of batteries. So you've got batteries in there with a flip over switch, you can see. You've got Vitron inverter. Offside bodywork, actually she's alright. Under the bonnet, Euro 6 11 litre Volvo engine. That's driven through Volvo's 12-speed I-shift automated gearbox. Reverse cameras also fitted. Little bit of pain here on the near side rear corner. But let's be honest, if you buy this, you're painting it into like a metallic graphite or something, aren't you? You're not running it in magenta or plum or whatever you want to call it. It's actually very similar to my colour, to be honest. Again, another set of leisure batteries with your, you know, swap over switch hiding up there. Another 2 Vitron inverters. So you're not going to be short of power, are you? Near side power operated centre door. That gets used a lot, you know, when players turn up at football grounds. A lot of the time, rather than get off by the driver, they'll come off out the centre door. Also, again, very useful for unloading it quickly in whatever circumstances. There's Mobitech LED destination displays to front, side and rear. One thing I've not shown you, which I forgot about, so just bear with me and we'll show you. Up she comes. So, hiding in here, that there is your wheelchair ramp. So that sort of folds out, pops onto the step here. I'm guessing there's lugs hiding somewhere to fasten it. And basically, in your roll, your wheelchair customer, that seat there, that's like a magic seat that you get on a Levante, so I'm guessing you twiddle about with it and fiddle about with it. I'm not sure how, don't ask me to show you. And your wheelchair pops in there. You've also got 3 seats downstairs here as well. So basically 42 up there, 4 down here gives you 46. Obviously that's there for people who don't want to go upstairs, or people who are accompanying whoever's maybe wheelchair bound. Anyway, there's too much dinging and doing going on, so I need to sort all that out. Anyway, there we go. Up we go. So up here, 42 seats. Okay, starting there. 42 seats. They are fitted with 3-point seat belts, centre armrest, finishing this 2-tone leather trim, which, listen, it's showing a little bit of signs of age, but it's not the end of the world. These headrests are also adjustable, so they pop up like that. There's 9 tables. All tables have a double 240 volt USB socket. Doors to the hat racks. And then we have a rear kitchen. So what have we got in the rear kitchen? We've got Panasonic commercial microwave. We have got a Neff aircraft oven. We've got a Neff conventional oven. Hot and cold running water, instant boiling water, 4 fridges. That's just the start with the fridges. I think I counted 8 in total. So it's missing an aisle carpet. We've got wood effect trim to the floor, carpets under all the seats. You could just do with an aisle carpet to finish it off. And then we've got a few of these pull-out chest fridges, and then there's another one on the steps I'll show you shortly. Fully air conditioned, it's a Thermo King system. And then when we move on to sort of the entertainment side of things, we've got, I did count them, I think I got 9 monitors, okay, front and back, and the drop down unit at the front. So you've 9 monitors, obviously we're wired for DVD. Everything else is wired for. All the sort of entertainment system has been removed. Don't ask me when, I don't know, but I'll show you what's down there. Centre sunken toilet unit, and then in the centre here we've got another fridge, and we've got a Keurig coffee machine. You know, for me at this age, right, you're into sort of more than 100 grand but less than 150 grand. You know, we've not come to a fixed price at the moment, but it's past its Premier League days, right? But this, as I said, painted in like a metallic graphite or something like that, you could still do lower league teams. And then there's, you know, there's lots of other sports you could do with it, you know, ice hockey or rugby or you know, and it could be a backup for a frontline team coach. But as well, it's got a good amount of seats, and anyway, 46 seats, you're nearly there, aren't you, to a full-size normal coach. So you can still use it on hires, or you might be a company that runs corporate minibuses, VIP stuff, and you want to get into bigger coaches. You know, you could send this with like on an office, you know, team building thing, or to the Cheltenham races. We just had the Cheltenham Festival. Loads of uses for a vehicle like this, but on a budget, but ticks the PSVAR and the Euro 6 box. Okay. Now, getting back to multimedia stuff. In here, I did notice there's a sky dish on the roof, but we've kind of moved on from there. So all the wires are there, I believe, for your multimedia, whether that is Sky or whether you go on to an internet-based TV, Now TV or something, which is what everybody uses these days, because it's, you know, it's more sort of versatile, and you don't lose the signal. You've also got wiring there for a VGA system. Now, if you don't know what a VGA system is, them 2 monitors there are separate. And what you'll have the manager maybe sat here and a couple of the coaches, and they can re-watch the match and make notes on the VGA system. Last fridge is there on the steps, and then back downstairs we'll look at the cab area. So listen, a Plaxton cab's fairly standard on whatever model, just obviously slight adjustments depending on what extras are, but everything's where it should be. Height 4.25 meters, so it's a big one. Length 15 meters. These are all things to bear in mind. Okay, mileage just over 630 kilometers, so it's not worked hard, but it's not sat still, if that makes sense. So I think that pretty much sums it up. So to recap, we have a 2014 on a 64 registration Volvo B11R Plaxton Elite I, 46 seat, PSVAR compliant, VIP corporate spec executive coach.